there either. But you got the smartphone, which I think is it's a good gadget. You know, this game's more focused on shooting than gadgets. Like the other game was a bit even. So yeah, that happens. You use your smartphone, you put it onto the EMP hardened thing, and then it's practically you got to get off the boat because they're going to blow the fucker up. So you jump out of the way, you survive and all of that. But then, oh sorry, the box is starting to come with this bloody manual. But then you go to Severnaya, which is slightly different from the film because you know there's a weather climate checking facility where there's like Boris and all that. Boris isn't even in the game, which was a bit of a disappointment because I thought he was invincible, you know. I thought he was an alright, pretty geeky guy, you know. It's very rare I say that. He wasn't a World of Warcraft fan though, which was a big shock because most geeks are World of Warcraft fans. But, oh, where am I? So, you go to the outpost, and now what happens is you got Uramov's men with Urumov and Xenia on the top in the base, like they're just there basically, trying to at least find something, but we don't know what yet. And then what happens is Urumov's men are trying to stop people from getting in the base, whilst the Russians are trying to get in. So basically, you're just killing anyone you see, but there's thousands and they keep respawning. So basically, you just got to pop, get them away, run, pop. You just got to clear your way bit by bit, and it's not really that hassle. I mean, the first time I played it, I died twice or so. That was it really, so it wasn't a big problem. Now I have been this only on the operative difficulty because I tried Agent and I just wanted to beat the single player, but I didn't quite get one of the objectives, so I failed that, and the only way I could have continued on Agent is if I restarted the mission and did it. Which was annoying because I think the second level I tried, after I did get the agent thingy, Madoodle, I couldn't find what the hell I was doing. So, basically the only way I'm going to be able to play them is if I really sit down and have patience, and I don't really have patience, I just want to play the game. So you get to the outpost, and then you see Natalia, who, hold on a minute, I'm going to sneeze. Alright, maybe not, sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze then. Who, I have to say, is 10 times hotter in this game than she is in the film. And I thought the one in her in the film was bloody hot. I ain't seen nothing, I tell you. If you're a fan of the film, and you're thinking of getting this, and you're doing it for Natalia, get it, trust me. In my opinion, she is 10 times hotter in this game than she was in the film. And in the film she was damn hot, okay? She was an enjoyable character in all of them, you know. That's a bit buggered up. Anyway, bugger. So Natalia is pretty good, and you meet her, and then you get taken to the... Oh, what's it called? Then you get taken to the, like, archives, like, Russian military place, where it's like a prison, basically. And they're saying, oh, are we going to execute you or what? Now, here's my beef with this. Now, it's not bad. It's just, the story has been changed. By this time, right, okay, you've just met Alec Trevelyan again. Okay, now here's the difference between the game and the film. You have a bit more time with Alec Trevelyan at the beginning, and then he dies and stuff, but you know him a little more. So you're with him a little more than the film, which I liked. But anyway, so you already, by this point, you should already know that Alec Trevelyan is the bad guy. But you don't, because you meet him later in this mission. Because there's missions, there's like chapters and there's missions in the middle. So there's like the fourth mission, I think. So the first mission you break out, Natalia's been taken hostage by Urumov. Urumov's just killed a guard and Minister Minchkin, like the film. And he throws you your gun, you pick up an AK-47 and you bust your way out, basically. Then, you have to push this button, and then I was thinking, oh, what's this going to be? You know, is there going to be a load of men coming out, and then is that it? No. I look, and it's the fucking tank. I was like, oh, they've done it. They've done it perfectly. The tank pops out, you get on the back of it, you get it, and then the mission is completely different from the film. You know, you don't just go through the high streets, you go on a bloody, basically a motorway or a freeway or whatever you want to call it. And there's like loads of bloody RPG people and stuff. It's like a tank mission in Call of Duty, one of the original ones, you know. which is really good. Controls at the start, I was a bit, what they're going to be. But then I died about 3 or 4 times. I was like, oh, for Christ's sake, it's going to really piss me off now. But then I got used to the controls and I beat it. So basically it was pretty easy once you know how. I'm going to stop this video here now, guys, because I don't want to chance it over 20 minutes of recording. Because I did one last time which was 40 minutes and it didn't copy. Plain and simply, it wouldn't copy at all. But I don't want to take the chance of 20 minutes. So I'm going to stop it here. And it's just going to flood into the next one because this is part 2 now. Okay, so, alright, see you in a minute. Okay guys, right, I'm back again. So where was I? Oh yeah, the tank mission. So then you find Eremov, you get on the train, then you're on the top's like, oh, give me the Goldeneye satellite and all of this, and she's like, hey, we didn't agree on this. And then she kills Eremov, and then you have to, although in the film he cuts his way out of the floor of the train with the laser watch. In this you just shoot 4 locks or 6 locks or something, which isn't that bad. I was like, oh, what are you supposed to do here? It's like, oh yeah, so you bust your way out, and then you're like, and then Natalia's like, oh, it's like, what did he say? He's like, oh, he said he was going to meet someone at the memorial tonight. So you get to the memorial, you bust your way through the guards, and there's Alex Trevelyan. Okay, Natalia gets kidnapped. You don't see her until the end of the game, basically. Then, you go to the end of the level. You meet Trevelyan again. He straps you to the helicopter after you've been tranquilized. You just push a little button, fly up. The bloody plane gets killed, and then there's nobody around. Like the film, though, you would have been in the archives by now, straight after. So the story is slightly jumbled up. So unless you know the story of Goldeneye, you're going to be a little miffed. Well, I wasn't miffed. I like the way they did it. They prolonged it as long as they can till you find out it's at Trevelyan. But, you know, most people know the bloody plot of Goldeneye now, because it's been out since 1995. Plus the game helped, which came out 2 years later, and then this game's finally come out. So how this was going to be a major shocker was if nobody had ever heard of the name Goldeneye, seen the film Goldeneye, or played the previous game, which is very unlikely because Goldeneye was a big hit. Let's be honest, with not just the video game, the film as well. I thought it was a really good film, personally. But then we're going like film review another time. Anyway. So, then you go to the jungle. Okay? You're in a plane, alone instead with Natalia this time. You get blown down. Now, you don't get to meet Xenia Onatop till the end of this level. So, you like battle your way through all these people in the jungle. Not that long a level, really. It's about 15 minutes, if that. Most of them are about 15 to 20 minutes. But that's me, personal playthrough. Use your smartphone to hack a few turrets. They kill people and stuff, really. What else then? Then you finally get on this bridge. There's a helicopter. It blows part of it here, blows part of it here. Then it blows up and you're like knocked out, like, whoa. And then Xenia Onatop comes flying down at you, and then you have a little button, like pushing, fight, or if you have the Wiimote and nunchuck, you have to like shake or do this or that, or push a button and push this. Now, I personally want to play with the Wiimote and nunchuck to like do these actions and stuff, right? But the thing is, the control, how to move and shoot and stuff is like, oh, I can't be bothered, you know. That to turn, if I get tired, and I accidentally put my arm down, I could be spinning like this, look, hold on. Watch this. I could be doing this. Ow, my toe. Oh, this hurts. For about 20 times whilst getting shot at. So I want to go for a go on the left. I might have to go a bit too far. I go like, whoa, you know, like that. With bloody the controller, I can perfectly... It takes a while, but I can aim and go bang, you know? I mean, the Wiimote and nunchuck option has a bit of an advantage, where you hold the Wiimote like that, you aim down your sight, and then you have the nunchuck in the other hand, you just turn the nunchuck slightly, and your character goes like that around a wall or something. But nobody ever used it. I've seen reviews, and they're all like, although it's a good thing, we thought it would have an advantage, we never used it, you know, we just personally didn't find it that appealing, we just didn't bother. It was more precise aim, but to compete online, which I'll talk about in a minute, you're going to need the controller. So if you don't own a Classic Controller Pro, which is black, or the gold one that came with this, You better be bloody good. You better have played some first-person shooters with the Wii Remote Nunchuck. Oh, I was completely fucked, personally. So I would recommend a controller if you have never played a first-person shooter on the Wii. I like me. This is my first-person shooter for the first-person shooter for the Wii that I bought. Okay. And my friend Tom P's getting me the Conduit 1 because I'm interested. Anyway, sorry, my hat. I'm going to be getting Modern Warfare 1 for the Wii because it's really cheap and I want an online game anyway. So, okay. Anyway, what am I getting at? Where am I at? Okay, the jungle, you just beat Xenia on top. Then you make your way to the satellite. You bust your way in. Activating finds you. M tells you, look, 006 knows the punishment for treason, so don't hesitate to kill him. He knows he will die if he knows he will die if he surrenders and goes back home. He's going to get killed because he was a traitor. So he knows what he's in for, basically. So don't hesitate to kill him because he's going to die if you bring him back anyway, basically, is what she says. So you go through, you kill a few people, then you meet Alex Trevelyan. Natalia meets you again. Then I think, yeah, you've got your smartphone out. You've planted some bombs, and he's like, Now he's like, did you reprogram the buttons so whichever one I pushed was the wrong one or the right one? So like, green is set off, red is set off, or if it's the other way around, green is diffuse and red is so and so. And he's like, oh, or did you just try and trick me? And then Bond's like, oh, you should know me now, Alec. You should know me by now, Alec. And he like pushes the green one. He's like, you failed. And then it blows up. I was like, holy shit, you failed, dude. So it fucking blows up. But Natalia needs to fix the servers or some shit like that. I don't know. So you got to defend her, which isn't actually that hard because I thought it was because when she gets shot, she loses health. I thought, oh fuck, when she loses health, it's not going to regenerate. But I looked at her. I like protected her. I really protected her really well. But then I looked at her about 5 minutes later, and her health was back to normal. So she could get shot to shit like you, and she could absolutely be perfect and fine and dandy. You know, you don't have to worry about defending her that much. You just shoot any bad guy you want, basically. As long as she doesn't get hurt too bad, you're fine. What else? So that happens. Then you go fight at Trevelyan. You beat the shit out of him, basically. You have a more button push fight all the way. And then he gets killed. You shoot him off the satellite. That thing crashes on him like the film. You don't shoot him off though in the film. You hit him off. And you drop him actually, don't you? Like hold his feet and go, for me. Ah! But in the it's like fatality. But then the satellite falls on him and stuff. And then you get away. And I knew what was coming because every Bond film at the end, well, I mean, literally, James Bond must have sex with about 2 or 3 people a film. I'm not even joking. Within the first 15 to 25 minutes, he's doing some chick. Within the 25 to 45, no, the 25 to 1 hour 30 minute time, he's doing a chick. And then right at the end, he's doing a chick. And now, although he didn't do Xenia on the top, well, in the sauna, or that woman who was, like, assessing him, he does do Natalia in this, right at the end, which happens in the film. And even in the game, I've seen the cutscene right at the end. And it was actually, if I felt the end was a little rushed. It was like, oh, well, we know what to expect. Just stick Natalia in there. I have an answering machine on the smartphone by M. Have her take his phone away sexually and kiss him. It was alright, but it wasn't like, holy shit, she's hot. You know, this is hot, you know, sort of thing. It was alright. If anyone wants to see that, I've edited it down so I can send it to you. But just to like give, because I've been watching it a lot just to assess it, but it's okay. It's not really that good. So overall, the single player is pretty good, I think, personally. It's an action-packed ride. I really enjoyed it. Wasn't that many gadgets used though, like the smartphone and the one level you get night vision goggles. Apart from that, that's about it really. Night vision goggles aren't anything new, you know, and the smartphone's been around for a year or so. And then we get to the multiplayer. Okie dokie, all I can say is, it is almost